I'm going to tell you guys a story from high school. It's a little embarrassing, so if I bomb, I just won't come back. So basically, in high school, like, I was pretty awkward, and, like, I still am, but I'd like to think I've made, like, some progress since I was, like, 15, 16. I don't know if I have, but, so when I was, 2012, I was a sophomore in high school, and, I had a huge crush on this girl, like, kind of like the stereotypical one that, like, a lot of guys like, kind of short, like, brown curly hair, type that kind of flies under the radar a little bit. And so every year we have, like, my high school did, like, a winter formal, so, I put it in my mind that I'm going to ask this girl to the formal. Just for the purpose of the story, we'll call this girl Trisha, because that's her actual name. I don't think she'd mind. But so I get in my mind, like, I'm gonna ask this girl, and my plan is, so we have a class together, and I'm thinking, okay, well, after class, I'll just ask, and we'll see what happens. So the day comes, I am planning on asking her after class. My stomach is like in knots. Like I'm nervous. During the class, I'm just kind of hyping myself up, just psyching myself, just saying, all right. If she says yes, great. If she says no, well, I'll be fine. So I go into it. Class ends, and then I ask her to go to the winter formal with me, and just like immediately she turns like beet red in the face and goes like, maybe, we'll see, and walks off. So like, I anticipated, preparing for a yes. I anticipated preparing for a no. I was not prepared for a maybe whatsoever. But, so I just kind of chalked it up as an L. I was like, all right, well, she probably won't get back to me, and like, sucks, but I'm fine. But then something cool happened. So like 2 days later, she actually did get back to me. She messaged me on Facebook, and she's like, yeah, I'll go with you. We can like, be a part of a big group, and I'll go. And I did that thing where like, like that dance you do when you like score above the average on your math exam or something. Yeah. I did that when I read that message. I was pretty pumped up. Also really nervous about it, but. So, I was like, all right, cool. So the day of the dance does eventually come. We got all the arrangements, we got all prepped before. So the first thing before our group went to the dance is that we went to this like Italian restaurant to get dinner. And like a lot of the couples that were there, like there's conversation amongst the whole groups, but a lot of the couples were talking with each other. And it was very awkwardly silent between me and Trisha the entire dinner. And my stomach was just like in knots the whole time. Like I was nervous. I ordered chicken parm, barely touched it. Our waitress came and she saw like I barely touched my food, and she's like, "Hey, do you need a box? Like, was your meal okay?" I was just like, "Well, I'm just going through some crippling social anxiety right now, so I didn't feel like eating." Nah, I didn't really say that, but it would have been appropriate at the time. So, all right, yeah, day at this point, not going great, obviously, but, the dance is next, so, like, that'll be fun, right? So the dance didn't go great, but, it started off all right. The DJ's playing fast songs and all that, so, we're just kind of, I'm doing, like, the white guy step clap. trying to keep, like, the hands, like, below the shoulders. You don't want to, like, it's just I'm just kind of vibing. And then a slow dance song came on. And, ooh, man. So, we give it a shot. I have, like, my, we're like this, and it's just like really just like cripplingly awkward. If God would have taken my life in that moment, yeah, that would have been fine. It was basically like, God taking my life in that moment, that's kind of like putting down like the sick old family dog, it's shame. At the end of the day, it's the moral thing to do. That's how I felt about it. So, But then, okay, so then something magical happened between the two of us. So we locked eyes, right? And then through some sort of, I've only experienced this a handful of times in my life, through our sustained eye contact, we were able to communicate, yeah, this isn't working. So it's just like, all right. And, yeah, like, great. So then, we stopped dancing and for whatever reason, like, we don't exit the dance floor and we just like sway like back and forth. And I didn't even have my hands in my pockets, so it was just like, that was like 10 times worse. I would have felt more comfortable dressed as Hitler in a Holocaust museum. That was. That is basically the extent of the story. There's no happy ending. We didn't really communicate much. Said probably a few sentences to each other the rest of high school. But if you are in the dating scene right now or trying to get into it, a couple of things. There's no way your date goes worse than mine did in high school. And two, I guess just don't put too much pressure on yourself. Have fun with it, because I definitely did not do myself any favors that night. So thanks for listening.